Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an airline pilot, and as 2025 is slowly coming to an end, let's pay some tribute and review the greatest aircraft releases of the past year. 2025 has been a year where we've seen so many awesome aircraft releases that I actually had to scrap my original idea of making this a top 3 for the simple fact that there would have been too many aircraft contending for those spots. So let's split this into 3 categories. We're going to go for airliners, for executive aviation, and for general aviation, which most people will refer to recreational aircraft. Today we are going to start with the airliners, and even among airliners it was very hard to find 3 favorites because there have been so many of them. So just telling you a couple of honorable mentions here before we start with the top 3, and those were absolutely the PMDG 777-200ER, the PMDG 777-200LR, but also, and that is one that I really think is worth an unofficial 4th spot over here, the Leonardo Fly the Mad Dog 20th Anniversary Edition. The MD-80 is an aircraft that is often rather neglected in the community for the fact that it is not a very popular aircraft, at least not nowadays. Like 20 years ago that would probably have been a different story. But the MD-80 is an airplane that Leonardo have really put their heart and their soul into. The systems are absolutely fantastic, and since the 20th Anniversary Edition came out, you're also getting good graphics and good sounds with it, which was my previously largest point of critique on the aircraft. So I'm very happy to see that Leonardo have brought this airplane up to a new level, and I think, as you can absolutely tell by me enthusiastically featuring this airplane on the channel already, that it's really an airplane that I do enjoy. So an unofficial 4th spot absolutely goes to Leonardo with their MD-80 series in their 20th Anniversary Edition. And now let's go right forward into spot number 3, and this one goes to the PMDG 737-800. Now, why did I pick this particular aircraft for spot number 3? Well, quite simple. PMDG have once again delivered a masterpiece of an airplane add-on, and the 737 is not just one of the most widespread and commonly used aircraft, and therefore also one of Flight Simmer's favorite aircraft, but PMDG have really created a wonderful rendition of the airplane over here. They've taken their FS 2020 version and added a lot of great things, like a much improved sound set, many requested features, such as opening flight deck windows, opening flight deck doors. They have gone to great lengths to enhance the cabin in their aircraft to a standard that flight simmers are absolutely looking for, and they have delivered with an overall awesome aircraft that you guys have really appreciated as well. Superb new graphics, a lot of new features and bug fixes. Think about the Route 2 feature that has been added to the aircraft, and the promise that it is going to see a lot of further development in 2026 with things like a revamped external model, things like a fans MCDU, and so on and so on. Overall, a fantastic airplane to fly, and since you can get it at a great discount if you've already owned the previous version, it is also a very accessible aircraft to get. Overall, one that I really enjoy and one that I would recommend any FS 2024 simmer to get. And with that, let's get up into the next one. 2025's spot number 2 is going to go to the INI-built Airbus A340-300. The A340-300 is the first true Airbus classic long-haul airliner available in Flight Simulator for a long time. So what exactly does it offer? First of all, obviously great visuals as we are always used to by INI builds, but they have gone to length to also simulate the EIS-1 cockpit, which is one that I personally do really appreciate. Now, the aircraft is capable of featuring pretty much a complete SOP flight from A to B, and also has a couple of non-normals available that you can trigger through the electronic flight bag. All of that while flying very, very closely to the real aircraft, with a couple areas where some improvements is still possible, but overall great enjoying aircraft to fly. The airplane also comes with a superb cabin, and what I think is really worth mentioning here is that despite the excellent level of detail that AnyBuilds have put into this airplane, the frame rate is absolutely fantastic. Now, this is actually pretty hard to capture in flight sim video, so you may see a couple of stutters here and there, which is just due to the recording software and stuff, but overall we can see it really has a superb cabin and also has a wonderful view outside the aircraft. Really enjoyable. It does the SOP pretty much the way you would expect it to do, while it also sounds good, flies really well, and is a joy to taxi as well. Overall, AnyBuilds have really hit me with this one, and I am a huge fan of this airplane. Some of you may be asking why I'm placing the A340 over the 737 over here. After all, the 737 has graphics that are just as good, systems that are a lot better, flight dynamics that are very good, and also a better sound engine, doesn't it? And all of that is true. However, the flight sim community has had good 737s basically since PMDG released their first one in 2004, and therefore it is an aircraft that we are very familiar with. We know the procedures, we know how to fly it, and it is an exciting new add-on, don't get me wrong here, but it is one that we've already seen a couple of times in various forms. If it would have been, for example, a 757 to the same level of quality, it would surely have made it to the very top of 2025's ranking. However, since AnyBuilds have chosen an airplane that we haven't seen a good rendition of at all before, we're not counting the Wilco and Feel Their A340 over here, that one was really a joke back in the day. Since we haven't seen a good rendition of an A340 yet, that one carries a lot more excitement for me, which is the reason why I'm placing it over the 737. And that leads us right into spot number 1. And this very easily goes to the AnyBuilds Airbus A350. Released in the first third of the year, it's really developed well throughout 2025 and has become what's probably one of my favorite aircraft in the simulator right now. The AnyBuilds A350 is the first true 5th generation airliner and features ultra long haul capabilities, while some operators also use it on short haul, giving it a very versatile range of operation. AnyBuilds have done a superb model. It features very nice sounds and was one of the first airliners to include an A&R sound set natively, and of course it simply has 5th generation avionics over here, which is something that is very new to us flight simmers and that we are really still getting used to. On top of that, it's also coming with an excellent cabin back here, and overall is a thoroughly enjoyable aircraft to fly. It's gone through a great development through the year and by now has really become a superb, not entirely bug-free, but really a superb aircraft. Great systems that I'm really enjoying using, while also featuring some failures and things like GPS jamming that pilots are dealing with nowadays. It also has superb visuals, it has great sounds to make the experience authentic, and it's enjoyable to fly manually. Overall, a very, very clear first spot for 2025 that easily goes to AnyBuilds for the Airbus A350. And this, my friends, is today's review. I really hope that you guys do like those aircraft as well. Do put it into the comments underneath the video. Let me know which one your favorite from 2025 is, and let me know if you think the order of aircraft should have been a little bit different. Thank you very much for watching. I'm really looking forward to 2026. As always, be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you don't want to miss anything. And if you really love what I'm doing on this channel, I would appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the video description below. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to see you all again on the next one.